Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to Sakura Night 3. Because apparently I'm finished with recording Far Cry 5, so I can finally move to something else. And of course, I'll try to keep both of those games going on the channel at the same time. I mean, as long as I manage to keep rendering properly, hopefully. Because there are over 70 episodes for Far Cry 5, I think, if I remember correctly. And, well, Sakura Night 3 will be like, what, 9, 10? Hopefully we can make it. Anyway, let's begin. The country of Lemuria is a peaceful one, but that wasn't always the case. Only a couple of decades prior, the people of this land lived in fear. They were ruled by the evil demon queen Gunhild, who crushed all opposition with her army of monsters. The downtrodden populace began to lose hope. They feared that nobody would be able to stand up to Gunhild and her mighty forces. But then a miracle happened. My own mother, Cressida, took up a sword and pledged to defeat Gunhild. She assembled a party of warriors from across the land and confronted Gunhild in her lair. A fierce battle ensued between humans and demons. Sparks flew, magic rippled through the earth, and the blade of my mother's trusty sword shone. Nobody thought my mother, a mere human, could defeat a weak despot like Gunhild. But during that fabled fight she proved the world wrong. She defeated Gunhild and in so doing ushered in an era of peace which has lasted for years since. My mother was regarded as a hero by the people of Lemuria. She was showered with important army positions and honors, but she declined them all. She chose not to capitalize on her success. Instead of seeking out a life of fame and fortune, she retired from the limelight and retreated to a small village in the forest. There she married my father, and the pair of them opened their own bakery. I was born shortly after. Again, this is so Valkyria Chronicles like. I mean, you know, with them opening the bakery and so on. Anyway. My name is Estelle, and I'm the daughter of the famous Cressida. I've always looked up to my mother, and I've spent my childhood years dreaming of being a knight like her. For Gunhild was defeated a long time ago, monsters continue to roam the forests of the Lemuria. These monsters attack travelers at will, and they cause untold problems for the smaller villages scattered among the countryside. Every town and city has a guild of its own which adventurers frequent. At these guilds, adventurers are assigned quests to keep the people safe. Adventurers dispatch monsters, fetch rare items from the forest, and of course help people rebuild their homes after particularly vicious attacks. They are the backbone of Lemuria society. It would be an exaggeration to call them heroes. I want to be a hero too. I don't. But my parents have always been overprotective. They were afraid I would get hurt if I went on quests on my own.
Why do you need to go and fight, Estelle? You should leave that to the adventurers. I'd risk my life so you could throw yours away. You're my only daughter and I want to keep you safe.
Now that I think about it, wasn't Sakura Night 2 also started like this? I feel like I've seen this. Anyway, that's what my mother always said, whenever I brought the subject up. But after many years, I was finally able to wear her down. Now, at the age of 22, I've set out on my own journey. So, okay, my mic moved like this. My mother gave me her sword, which she used to defeat Gunhild. She gave me her old armor too, but most of it didn't fit. I had to content myself with wearing her shoulder pads and grease. My parents gave me a little money for my journey, then bade me a fond farewell.
Take care of yourself, my dear. Write to me whenever you have the chance. Know that, no matter where you go, I shall always be thinking of you.
Or something like this.
If your journey ever gets too trying, you're free to go home. You'll always be welcome here. There is no shame in relying on your parents.
I guess.
You are my little treasure. And I would move heaven and earth for your sake. You will always be my darling, Estelle.
I think of my mother and her parting words to me often. And the very beginning of my journey, when I was still ignorant of the world and its dangers, I thought of them every day. Often it was all that kept me going. If I set off with cautious optimism, I soon learned how foolish I'd been. I was helplessly naive and I let myself get tricked. I was taken advantage of by a cat girl called Tart. She coerced me into stripping off my clothes. It's a long story.
Playlist below, if you want to know it.
Then stole my money and my mother's sword and abandoned me in the woods. If not for the timely intervention of an annoying elf, Felicia, I would have been in grave danger. That's right. She's annoying she's annoying as heck. Together, Felicia and I traveled to the largest city in Lemuria, Grimoire. There we took on quests to the guild and in so doing met the best girl of all, Wolf Girl, Rune. With the aid of Rune's sensitive nose, we are able to track down Tart. I took back my mother's sword, and Tart was enlisted as the fourth and final member of our party. Okay, this is a little different. I think those lines I don't remember from the previous Sakura night, so the two. But the first one was super familiar with the mother. Anyway, the beginning of my journey could hardly be called auspicious. But several months have passed since then, and I think I've been doing relatively well for myself. I was able to forgive Tart for her thievery, and now she's become a reliable ally? Rune is loyal and earnest, and best girl. Felicia is annoying, for yes, her swordsmanship is impeccable. Of all my new companions, I'm particularly close to... Well, obviously, not all of them, no game. Of course we are calling her Rune. Rune, goddammit. Rune best girl and the only true girl, okay? She's the true end. She's so cute, it's hard not to like her. And she's always been kind to me. Sure, she has temper, but she's the best. In fact, I will say that I love her. We share a room in Grimoire scene and we cuddle together in bed every night. Her skin is soft and supple, and she smells so good. Is it any wonder I fall for her? Who could resist her wolfy animal-eared charms? I said this before and I can repeat this again. Just after fox girls, wolf girls are the best. Yes. And as for my combat prowess, well, I'm still nothing special. I'm half-baked knight, in fact, if that. But with Felicia, Rune, and Tart by my side, I'm sure I'll be able to withstand all the challenges life throws at me. I'm not half so foolish as I was before. Is that true? Tart's betrayal taught me a few street smarts, and taking on multiple quests at Grimoire's Guild has helped hone my swordsmanship. I've improved a lot since the early days, when I first set off from my parents' bakery. I've always been a shy, retiring girl, but now I'm finally becoming somebody I can be proud of? I guess. My dream hasn't changed, I still want to be a knight. It's a long way off, but I'm not going to back down. I want to make my mother, my father, and my new friends proud. I'm going to do my very best.
Alright, it looks like you've cleared yet another quest successfully. Congratulations. Here's the reward.
Now to think about it, I will probably keep my normal fight for her. Not Alex, for her. Alex hands me a pouch of money. I accept it with a bow of my head. For Estelle.
Estelle, thank you very much. No, thank you. You guys have been big help throughout this month. I don't know what I'd do without you.
It probably goes without saying, but I'm at the local guild, alongside the fellow members of my party, Felicia, Rune, and Tart. We come to the guild every day, weekends accepted, to take on various quests. As Grimoire's a big city, and there are a large number of adventurers who frequent this guild, it can be hard to secure jobs. But as of late, the forest has been teeming with monsters. Some of the monsters are rather weak, slimes and the like, but others are powerful. We had quite a vigorous workout today. I sustained no small amount of cuts and bruises, but I was able to come out of the fight relatively unscathed. We defeated our foe, and now we've come to claim our reward. What was the foe for? That's how these things always go. Alex was skeptical of us at first, being strangers to Grimoire, but I think we finally earned her trust. I mean, I think that happened a long time ago. Probably in Sakura Night 2, but whatever. Lately she's been giving us a lot of difficult quests that would usually be reserved for the most senior adventurers of the guild. These quests can be perilous, but they're also lucrative. That's why the adventurers of this guild all fight over them. In the beginning, the adventurers here paid little heed to my party and I. I feel like just my party would be enough, whatever. When they did deign to speak to us, it was mostly to tease us. They didn't regard us as rivals. They thought we were too insignificant to deserve a modicum of thought. Alex doubted our strength and didn't give us any higher tier quests. It's different now, though. We're getting a lot of good jobs. And in so doing, we seem to be annoying the adventurers who have been here longer than we have.
Look at these girls, they continue to come here, not one of them a native to Grimoire, and take all our jobs.
Well, maybe because you suck at doing your job, you idiot.
That man belongs to us.
No, it doesn't. What the hell are you talking about? We honed our skills for years. Very well, we've been doing this for a few months. Why should they get preferential treatment? Because they got to your level that you got to in years and they in months? As easy as that?
Drop Alex, can you find something for us to do?
I would if I thought you could handle it.
Exactly what I said.
But these girls have a better track record than all of you. They accomplished every single quest they've been given. It should be obvious that their skills outstrip your own. I think Felicia could best all of you in a 10-to-1 fight without even using her sword. Well, I don't know about that.
Felicia smiles magnanimously.
I'm not a goddess.
Yeah, you aren't. That's true.
I do have limits.
Unfortunately, there is one thing there is no limit to. Her stupidity.
But if it is fun with these gentlemen, I should do my best loss for them.
Felicia cracks her knuckles menacingly. I can do this as well. Okay, I can do in the right hand apparently now. But whatever.
When I grow older, I shall ascend to the throne. Then I shall be the Queen of Greece. As a future queen, I cannot let anybody or anything west me, be it man, beast, or a demon queen.
The worst thing is, I bet she's right.
Let's not make her mad. I value my life too much.
Yeah, I challenged her to an arm wrestling competition a few days ago and she obliterated me. She almost ranged my arm out with socket.
What? Seriously? Yeah, I'm being dead serious. She might act like total airhead, but her power's nothing to be sneezed at. She's insane. That's a good description, actually. She is insane.
So her love gives me creeps. Is this girl really a princess?
The Elveroy family must have a few screws loose.
No, I'm not crazy. Not in the slightest. I'm simply determined, I suppose you could say. To that point of craziness? Woohoo!
Okay, I like this. I like doing this one, okay? The adventurers take a few uneasy steps back. Tart meanwhile laughs.
You guys are all so pathetic. You look down on us in the past, but now you should be playing with every bit as skilled as you are, if not more.
This god girl's so annoying.
So she's drunk? We get it. She doesn't need to boast.
It's so unappealing. It's a shame she has no rotten personality. Her cute face complete wasted.
Who are you talking about right now? I'm talking about Tart. Her personality is not rotten. The adventurers groan among themselves while Tart continues to deride them.
You can complain as much as you like. That's your privilege being losers. In case it has better be, I've been called worse names in the past. I used to be a vagabond, but I've turned over a new leaf. And learned you helping the general public could be so much fun. Fighting's a great way to get the blood pumping, and all the reward money certainly sweetens the deal. But the envious looks on your faces are simply sublime. They are to die for. Now, why don't you cluster together and lick your wounds like good little kitties? That's all now you're good for.
What the?
Yes, biatch. Hey Tart! I should start a warning look. Are you sure you should be antagonizing them like that? Yeah, I mean, that might be a feeling. You know, they might actually gang up or get in the way of you completing quests, which might put you or one of you in danger. Yeah, if you're a solo, I guess. I mean, yeah, you know, if you are soloing all those quests, it's fine, but in a party, I would not do that.
I don't see why not. I shouldn't. They used to antagonize us.
Yeah, but if you don't do that, don't you show that you are basically above them?
They said all sorts of things until they learned how strong we really are. I'm just giving them a taste of their own medicine. Humility is quite a bitter pill to swallow.
And I thought it was foxes that were supposed to be vengeful. Foxes are great. Just try not to make them hate us too much. I don't like being the center of attention. We know. All this I strained upon me, courtesy of Tart, is making me sweat.
Now then!
Alex turns her back on the complaining adventurers and offers us a gentle smile.
As I've paid you, I should let you retire for the day, but...
I thought so.
But before that, I'd like to confer upon you a few words of praise. I'm very happy with everything else I've achieved. No matter what these adventurers say, you're a great boon to this guild, and I feel fortunate to have met you. You're all reliable, trustworthy warriors. But I'm particularly proud of you, Estelle. Ha!
I pointed myself, blinking.
What?
Me?
That's right, you've made quite a lot of progress since first you came to my guild. I never knew you had so much fight in you.
No, I didn't mind, really. I willed beneath Alex's compliments, my flesh blushed. Yeah, I mean, she's a bit... I would like to say shy, but that's not the thing. She likes to... underrate her achievements too much, I guess. Early this morning, Alex asked us to defeat a spiny drake. Drakes are similar to dragons, but they are smaller and they don't have wings. So a lizard, basically. They are like large armored lizards. Oh, it was written, okay. Some of them can spit poison, others can command electricity, and others can breathe fire. are there ones that can do all of those? Its mouth was full of sharp, jagged teeth and its claws. Think about them makes me shudder. Tobias, oh so afraid, froze up for a few seconds. If it wasn't for Felicia, I probably would have been off my head while I was standing there.
But fortunately for you, I was there.
Define fortunate. Felicia smiles.
I would never let any harm befall you, fair Estelle. I swear it upon my name of Felicia.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, Maribel de Argento, right? We know.
Yeah, indeed. How did you know I was going to say that?
It's so predictable. Because you always do it. It's Felicia's catchphrase. Annoying one. She loves to remind me of her full name at every given opportunity, as so I could forget it. Her full name's rather distinctive. I guess that's because she's royal. Royalty?
It might be true that you hesitated when you first faced the day's fool, but you soon came to your senses. You dealt the drake several splendid blows. That's right. You're more than just a pretty face, Estelle.
Rune is quiet. So far.
Some of your attacks were quite splendid.
Were they? I'm not sure about that. When I fight, my surroundings blur together. My body curses with adrenaline and everything becomes vague and dreamlike. When my battles end, I find it hard to remember what actually happened during them. That makes it hard for me to learn from my past mistakes. Oh. Would be good if those fights were shown. I would record them for you. I think I'm still a novice, really.
Maybe so, but you're less of a novice than you were. Alex is right. You've progressed a long way. You're not at all like the girl I first met, screaming for help in the woods in her underwear. Hoo 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 hoo!
Bad memories. My face burns redder than ever. Again, first Sakura night. Did you really need to bring that up? Did you? It's a painful memory. Who likes being reminded of their failures?
I'm sorry, naughty Estelle. I didn't mean to embarrass you. It is just when I think of you back then, my heart begins to skip a bit. You look adorable.
Is she always adorable? Rune steals the show. That's right. She was waiting. She was waiting for the perfect moment to drop her first words in the game. Rune, who's been quiet up until this point, well, she rarely speaks around others, chimes in.
I see try hard. I like a lot. She's strong, brave, kind. Good night. You keep us all together. Succinctly put, yeah, I think so too. And I.
You guys. I look at my companions, my face dusted rose pink. You're not just saying that, are you? Do you really think that I'm that good?
I do indeed. You should know by now, Estelle, that I do not tell lies. Well, maybe
I'm not sure.
As a princess, I'm of pure heart and mind.
It's kind of hard for me to imagine that she's able to say this with straight face. I'm not sure if that's true. That's not true. Can a woman who loves stripping so much be truly pure? Can she? No.
And that was exactly what I believe.
Okay, that might be true.
It's because of your kindness that we've been able to work together so smoothly. If it weren't for you, Rune and Tart might have eviscerated one another long ago.
Okay, with that I can agree. Self-effacing the foe I am. I think there's some truth to that. For our party gets along pretty well now. That wasn't always the case. Rune and Tart used to hate one another. They were diametrically opposed, one being a wolf girl, the other cat girl. There was bad blood between them. Tart tricked Rune once, a long time ago, and Rune never let go of the grudge. They were always at one another's throats. Sometimes I'm worried that they really might kill each other. But after a few private talks, I was able to get them to apologize. Now, they act like the best of friends.
Your presence makes it easier for us to get along. You are a wonderful mediator, Estelle.
I see a goddamn mosquito.
Might question your abilities with a sword and introvert could.
Okay, I'm worried to smack it because I have a cup of tea here, okay? And I have very bad experiences with that. Anyway, did I read the entire thing? I think I did.
But when it comes to understanding human emotions, your skills are unparalleled.
Thank you.
You are the heart of this party. We all love you greatly. Without you, we will be nothing.
That's, but it's very sweet of you, but you're being too kind. I can't take any credit for our successes. No. I'm really just a normal girl. But cute one.
Maybe in your eyes you are. But to me, you are a shining jewel.
I'm nothing that precious.
I think you are.
Rune interjects, her voice adorably earnest as always.
You're my friend.
Best friend.
Help me fight. Want to protect. ST. Want to help. So I keep going. Doing this for you. No, don't leave me out.
Tart pout.
You're forgetting. I wouldn't even be a member of this party if you hadn't found it in your heart to forgive me for stealing your mother's sword. You gave me second chances to help. And you helped me find a place where I can belong. I'm very happy to have met you. My life has turned around for the better since then, and I've been enjoying every day to its fullest.
It's all.
That's all thanks to you. You see, we all love you. You help each and every one of us in ways you perhaps can't see yourself. You are the glue that holds our team together. And I'm sure we'll all stay together for a long, long time to come.
So saying. You guys. Now that I think about it, that was a long talk between the four of us. But Alex was talking. Oh, okay, group hug. I find myself drawn to a loving embrace. Felicia gently caresses my cheek, while Tart throws her arms around my waist. I can feel the warmth of Tart's skin through the fabric of my clothes. Her soft lavender hair tickles my shoulders. My friends are all soft and sweet like marshmallows. And when I am with them, I almost find myself believing the kind things that they say. They make me think that I really can become a proper knight. I'm still lacking my areas, in many areas, but they continue to support me despite their shortcomings. They love me, and I love them in return. Except for the crazy one, maybe. You guys are so nice to me. I don't know if I really deserve it, but I guess between them. My face flushed with a profound happiness, the likes of which I've never had before.
I love you too. I love you more than anything.
I couldn't. At the start of my journey, when everything went wrong and I was horribly homesick, I thought of giving up. I longed to return home. I found so stifling and embraced my mother and father again. But I'm glad I kept going. If I hadn't, I never would have met Felicia, Rune, or Tart. I wouldn't be able to share tender moments like this with my friends. At this moment, I don't care what trials or tribulations await me. I'll face them all without flinching. I'm sure I can do anything as long as I have these three girls with me. We can do anything. I'm sure of it. Who knows? I passed the rest of the day in a fun, relaxing way with my party members. We wandered the streets of Grimoire at our leisure, examining the shops, the something delicious treats. Rune is particularly fond of the chocolate and banana crepes you can buy from the vendors. She eats her crepe happily, getting a few globes of melted chocolate on her nose. Where's the CG of that? She looks so cute like this, I can't help but laugh at her. Tart laughs too, and then she reaches in to lick the chocolate from Ron's button nose.
Huh?
Ron blinks at Tart, nonplussed.
Why you lick? You had a bit of chocolate in your face, I was cleaning you up.
Really? Ron's brow furrows. Could you have told me the need to lick you cat girl butt puppy?
Sorry. The chocolate was enticing, I couldn't help myself. It'd be a shame to waste it, wouldn't it?
I guess. Ron relents, but she doesn't sound all that certain. Her face is a little flushed. But when if she doesn't get angry. If Tart had pulled a stunt like this in the past, I'm sure Ron would have scratched her, or tackled her, or other stuff. Ron's done worse before. Ron and Tart used to bicker all the time, about the smallest of things. But the relationships improved a good deal. Heh. I can't help but smile as I watch them. Ron sees me smiling and she frowns. What's so funny, Estelle? Oh, nothing. Nothing. I was just thinking, it's nice to see you getting on so well. But of course! Tart throws one arm around Ron's shoulder, pulling her against her chest.
We're the very best friends, for we, Ron. Where's the trouble? I could just eat you up!
Tart begins to ruffle at the top of Ron's head. Ron pouts and tries to throw her off, always struggling to keep a hold on her half-eaten crepe.
Tart, no but! You stop! Right now! I won't stop! You can't make me! Your hair so smooth and silky! I just want to mass it all up!
Oh! Tart and Ron watch, wide-eyed, as Ron's grip on her crepe falters. The sweet treat falls from her grasp, then hits the cobblestone ground with an inaudible thud. The melted, gooey chocolate trickles all over the cobblestones. Bits of banana scatter like fallen leaves. I have a bad feeling about this. Ron stirs the crepe, so does Tart.
My!
Felicia smiles with one hand on her chin.
This is quite a fine mess, isn't it? You guys should learn to stop playing with your food. It was my fault.
Ron suddenly snaps her eyes full of fury. Tart's fault! She knocked me! Get back around! She bumped my arm, dropped my crepe. I thought she okay. Oh, what's wrong? She evil! Wicked!
Hey, no, it was a mistake, you know.
Tart takes a step back, holding her hands in front of his in self-defense.
Don't be mad, I'll buy you another crepe, I promise.
That's not good enough. Don't want another crepe. Want that one.
I know, but that one is so dirty now. You can't pick it up on the ground, you'll get germs.
And whose fault that? Run around on Tart, her lips pulled back in a snarl. Well, that was enough of peace between the two of them. She reaches out, then grabs Tart's shoulders tightly in her paws. Stop it, Tart! Stop it!
Hey, Ron!
Here we go again. Tart winces.
You're hurting me!
You deserve it! You're an everything!
Isn't that a bit harsh?
It too.
It was only crepe.
And it was my favorite. All girls love sweets. Sweets are made of dreams and love and hope. Well, for men it's a different thing that's made of hope and dreams. Those girls are full of it. Anyway, and you destroyed it. You are not a real girl. You're a demon, monster. I never forgive you.
Oh, so that's the way it's going to be, huh? I did try to pull there's nothing I can do for you if you're going to get all bent out of shape like that. You're acting like an immature child.
And you a wicked, loveless bride beast.
I'm not a beast. I'm a cute, elegant sandwich. You're the real brute here.
Bro, I thought. You take it back.
I won't.
Then I make you.
I'd like to see try.
Grrr.
Meow.
Now we're fighting then. If I don't try to intervene, they might end up ripping one another's hair out. I shift from foot to foot anxiously. This is bad. I thought we were all friends now, but maybe not. Can our bonds be broken over something as trivial as a trampled crepe? Friendship is much more fickle than I thought.
What should we do? Do?
Felicia puts a finger against her lower lip. She smiles.
I don't think there's anything we can do, given the situation.
But if we don't stop it, they will tear one of their throats out.
I doubt it will come to that. They might be confirmed that time, but I'm sure they will hash things out soon enough. We just need to be patient.
Let's not listen to that stupid elf. I should help you, right? Wait, quite the... Can we stop them? Estelle, can you step up? Have you really not changed at all? Quite the crowd has begun to form around Ron and Tart. Some people are egging them on while others are taking bets on who they think will win. People are so shameless. I can't believe this happening because of one single crepe. Please come to your senses soon! I pray quietly. Oh, so it was supposed to be great. I don't want to witness a bloodbath.
Then intervene yourself.
Well, it's true, it might be good for the skin. Blood's incredibly hard to wash off clothes. This is shaking up to be a disaster. Fortunately, the Great Crepe Disaster, or Creepgate, as I prefer to call it, resolves itself without much more furor. Ron and Tart fight for a while, but they soon exhaust their anger. Tart apologizes once more for clumsiness, and abashed Rune, breathing heavily after all the exertion, relents. Tart buys Rune a brand new crepe, and things return to normal. It's a relief in this situation, I guess Rune overreacted. Yes, over here I can agree with that. Tart also did a good thing. She offered, "No, I will buy you another one." So it could have been solved easily and fast without actual fighting. Anyway, it's a relief nothing too terrible happened. I'm a pessimist by nature, and I always expect the worst. On the other hand, if you expect the worst of something, it means if something bad happens, you are not disappointed, right? So sometimes it's good to be a pessimist. But maybe I should have had more faith in Ron and Tart. Our bonds are much too strong to be severed over crepe, even a really yummy one. I would eat one. Once that's all been taken care of, the three of us go for a relaxing dip in the nearby hot springs. Wait, what? But you were not allowed there. We soak for a couple of hours until the weariness has been exorcised from our bones, unless there is another one that they actually can enter. Sakura Night 2, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, while we relax in the warm water, the sun dips below the horizon and the stars come out to play. It's a clear night, and the stars are plainly visible above my head. That's how I would like to live in the outskirts, like to actually see a lot of those goddamn stars on the sky. Because in the city, you barely see anything. Like just the ones that are the brightest. Anyway, they look very distant and far away. Distant. But they are no less pretty for it. Our bath concluded, we towel ourselves dry and return to the inn for a bit of a shut-eye. I strip off into my undergarments, as does Rune, and we climb to our respective beds. I've been lying beneath the covers ever since, trying to get to sleep, but my best attempts are all in vain. Yes. I feel tired physically, but my mind refuses to shut down. I had a nice day, crepe gate notwithstanding, but for some reason the atmosphere in my room feels awfully heavy. I have no idea why, but it feels like something bad is going to happen. Am I being paranoid? I don't know, there's chance this could be in my anxiety playing up, but... Hesty, you still awake? A soft voice roused me. I stop in bed, the covers pulling around me, and I look at my companion. Rune is standing by the side of my bed. Her ears are folded against her skull and her tail is swishing back and forth. She looks agitated. Is she anxious too? Yes. Why? Are you having trouble sleeping? I'm trying, but sleep no come. I'm too worried. About what? Rune doesn't reply at once. Instead, she frowns, her eyes oddly dark in the shifting shadows. Esty, can I sleep in your bed? I know, like being alone. Not tonight. Want to be with you. That's fine. There isn't much space, but okay, those beds are not that small. There isn't much space, but if you don't mind, I don't mind. I like being with you. What hug? That's awfully for a few, but I guess I wouldn't mind a hug either. It might help to calm my nerves. I sat back in my narrow bed, which wasn't really built for two people. Wasn't it? I don't know. Then peeled back the covers. I'm gonna yawn. Sorry. Here we go. There should be enough space. Thank you, Esty. Rune smiles at me gratefully. Then she clambers into bed beside me. Oh. I mean, I guess there's enough space. The wooden frame creaks as it adjusts to Rune's wave, but I don't think it's in any danger of collapsing. Rune's quite light despite her muscular thighs. If the proprietor of this inn knew we were sharing a bed, I doubt they'd be pleased. I think they wouldn't care, but they're not here, so it shouldn't matter. Besides, it's not like we're doing anything inappropriate. Exactly. We're just cuddling. That's right, YouTube, they are just cuddling. I can feel the warmth of Rune's exposed skin against my own. She feels hotter than normal human. I mean, wolf girl. Perhaps it's because of the wolf's blood that runs through her. I'm not sure of the exact reason, but she's comfortable nonetheless. Esty! Rune peers in my face. I'm sorry about earlier. So, what for? I argued with Art again. You want us to get along. We meant to be friends, but I lost my temper. Are you mad? I mean, I was a bit worried at the time, but I wasn't angry with you. You promise? Yeah, I promise. You already made it up with Art, so there shouldn't be any problems. Just try not to argue with her again. Too much. It makes me worry about you. Okay, I don't want to make Esty worry, so I try. I know hate Art like I did. I can be her friend. It no bother me, but... Rune pouts. She's still annoying. I mean... To be honest, I don't find her annoying. I mean, I think we all know who I find annoying over in this game. And let's be real, the one that is absolutely annoying is the elf girl. Okay? That's right, the elf girl is annoying. So yeah. Anyway, did I save? Yes, I did. What should I say? Let's say let's go with this one, whatever. I don't think that she's that annoying. She's trying to make romance, and I'm sure she didn't mean to bump you in the market. I think it was an accident. Rune pouts. You're probably right. I don't think she mean, but still annoying. She should be more careful. Well, I think that's something we can both agree on. You agree? Rune peers in my face, her blue eyes very round in the dark. She has great eyes, by the way, that's true. Like, blue and purple, I freaking love them. Thanks, Esty. Knew I could rely on you. You're nice, but... that's not what I want to say. Something bothering me, something serious. More serious than your argument with Art? Much more serious. Maybe my imagination, but... I can sense something. What sort of something?
I don't know, it's vague, hard to say, but feels like something bad will happen. The air is rotten, I can smell it. There's misfortune in there, or malice. Maybe magic? Dark, wicked magic. Somebody thinking of you, ST, and they want to harm you.
I know who it is. I inhaled sharply. Oh boy. I think I didn't get enough sleep today. I had much the same feeling myself, but I tried to push it aside. I thought I was being paranoid. If only that was the case. Having grown back up my dubs make me feel vindicated. If anything, I feel more concerned than I did before. How long have you had this feeling exactly?
A while. Ever since we lay down in bed, it bothering me. My skin is crawling, I can't sleep, I'm worried about you.
I guess that explains why she was so adamant about hugging me. Rune really is sweet. She's like a protective guard dog. Wow, I can't believe you called her that. I value her company a good deal. But her cryptic warnings aren't doing much to console me. I'm afraid of this lingering threat, whatever it might be. But I don't want to upset Rune. If I'm going to be a real knight, I have to be strong. I can't let other people worry about me.
I'll be fine, Rune. I'll be fine. You sure, ST? You're shaking.
That's, just because of the cold.
It's cold.
Rune frowns.
I feel quite warm. You sure you're not sick? Maybe you really have been enchanted.
No, I'm fine. I laugh awkwardly, a little too loudly. The sound fills the dark otherwise silent room, and I wince to hear it. I'm a terrible actress. My breezy laughter sounds so fake. It'll be alright, Rune. You don't need to worry about it.
You sure?
I'm sure. I don't think anybody would attack us while we're staying in this inn. And even if they did try, I have my mother's sword. I'll be able to fight them off. And if that doesn't work out, you can protect me? I trust you, Rune.
Yeah, you can trust. I do my best. Don't let anybody hurt you.
Then it should be fine. I smiled at Rune fondly and pat her head. I rubbed the base of her fluffy ears until she sighs. Her body, which hitherto was taught with... What the hell does hitherto mean? I don't know. Let's quickly check. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a word like this, to be honest. Hitherto. Oh, until now. Okay. Honestly, had no idea. Was taught with anxiety, relaxes as a result of my ministrations. Rune's eyes squeezed shut. She yawns, her mouth open so I can see her molars.
ST.
She nods against me, her head resting against my chest.
Getting tired.
Me too.
Feels so good to do for. Want to stay up. Need to protect you, can't let you get hurt. But you feel so nice and warm.
It's fine. You can go to sleep, Rune. I'll go to sleep too. When we wake up tomorrow, we'll see that everything is fine. We don't need to worry.
No, I hope not. I love you, ST. No matter what happens, I love you. And relieve you.
I love you too, Rune. I press a kiss against her forehead. It feels hot, like the rest of her, for I don't think she's come down with a fever. Rune is a very reliable friend. I don't need to worry when I'm with her. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm sure of it. And then... okay, whatever. That sound doesn't matter. And she's asleep. That's the last thing I think before I finally succumb to the world of sleep. Okay, she succumbed to the world of sleep, so let's end up the episode. We'll continue tomorrow, of course. For now, hope you enjoy, hope to see you there as well, and have a great day. Bye bye.